said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to...
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, USC. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught. Good job running down the route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood. Heisman's.
Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The quick out. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carney. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Here comes this whole crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the tailback.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Line gets set. 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This time he's got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking for a crease. It's Carney. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The kick is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grab near the marker. It's Sands. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And they're able to get him down. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. Got his man. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Hard running there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking left. With the catch, it's Sands. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result,
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Trojan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Breaks into the open on the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Come on, set. Going right to work up top. The sure hands, it's Sands. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sands. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost... Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the first down in the final period of this one. Sends it back in motion. Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like, second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered, doesn't force the football, and even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big first down for this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely center. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
There he goes. Running through contact. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quickly complete. And they're... They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.